a 3, a 2, a 1, God Blog. Hey everybody, welcome to God Blog. This episode is all about the 2016 Republican presidential primary debate. The very first debate on Fox News Channel. And, let's just go right into it. We have our guests, Lucifer and Jesus Christ, my son.
Thanks for having me.
So, thoughts about the debate? Who won? Who lost?
Well, I thought America lost this debate. I mean, Fox News was so unfair to Donald Trump. Before it even started, they referred to Jeb Bush as the overall leader, ignoring Trump's sizable lead. I guess they already knew they were going to sabotage him at that point.
Okay. Well, somebody hates Fox News.
I'm just speaking it like I see it.
Jesus Christ, my son, your response.
Totally agree.
Thank you.
You do. You agree with Lucifer, the devil.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, the way they announced Donald Trump as businessman Donald Trump, why not owner of the Trump organization? They might as well have said, here's politician Jeb Bush.
I agree. Now, as the leader of hell, of course I root for most politicians, and secondary, I root for the businessmen. But, when they asked that BS poll, who would not make the pledge to not run as a third party? I mean, even the backwards way they worded it was showing that they were obviously trying to single out Donald Trump and turn the crowd against him from the very beginning. No other candidate would ever have to answer a question like that.
Is there anyone on stage, and can I see hands, who is unwilling tonight to pledge your support to the eventual nominee of the Republican Party and pledge to not run an independent campaign against that person? Again, we're looking for you to raise your hand now.
But I want to win as the Republican. I want to run as the Republican nominee.
So you're not going to make the pledge tonight?
I will not make the pledge at this time.
Okay.
In a way, it was a majestic orchestration of destruction, which, by the way, should be the motto of Fox News.
Okay, well, let's move on, Mr. MSNBC. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Next topic, immigration. Thoughts on the debates, the candidates' responses? Are we just going to
gloss over the fact that they asked Trump about comments he made about people like Rosie O'Donnell, when, again, no one else would ever have to talk about things like that?
Well, they did ask Jeb about when he said, that thing about Donald Trump, but then, of course, Bush just denies it instead of standing behind what he said like Trump does.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, and then later on they asked Kasich to respond to something that was meant to entrap Trump. They literally said, I want you to respond to Donald Trump on why he's wrong.
Governor Kasich, I know you don't like to talk about Donald Trump, but I do want to ask you about the merit of what he just said.
Here's the thing about Donald Trump. Donald Trump's hitting a nerve in this country. He is. He's hitting a nerve. People are frustrated. They're fed up.
Well, Senator Rubio, let me see if I can do better with you.
Yeah, and then when Kasich didn't respond about Trump the way they wanted, they just asked their pet Rubio to...
Whoa, hey, watch it, son. We like Rubio. Remember, he's pro-immigration, which is, basically the greatest point about heaven and hell. We let all the immigrants in. We're basically all immigrants.
Totally irrelevant.
You watch your tone, young man, young god.
Okay, let's calm down, everyone. Let's not turn into Rand Paul and Chris Christie.
All right, fine. You know what? Let's talk about the next president of the United States, Jeb Bush. What did you think about his new energy stance?
Well, I thought it was strange that he kept referring to the oil pipeline as embracing the energy revolution. I mean, since when is going backwards to fossil fuels a revolution? I thought when the subject of new energy came up, it was actually going to be new energy and not something older than dinosaurs. But then again, we all know his family ties to weapon sales and oil production.
Look, he was just planting seeds to grow in the minds of the masses. Trust me, you can get people to do anything, including kill their own savior.
Good point.
Will you stop agreeing on everything? You're making me uncomfortable.
Hey, Luke, didn't you just tune out every time Scott Walker talked?
I know, right? Blah, aggressively normal is right. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and the answer to everything was repeal Obamacare.
Well, I did like when Huckabee threw out the shout-out to pimps, prostitutes, and drug dealers.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Back to the issues. What did you think about the fact that everyone claims to have balanced their budgets if they're governors, or if they're senators, they have apparently proposed a plan that reduces the debt and the deficit, yet we still have the largest deficit in history?
Well, this is a classic politician move. I mean, most of the things they say are not true, and no one bothers to check the facts, so it doesn't matter anyway. Also, the problem is not proposing a plan, it's getting one passed. No one can agree on anything, so it never happens anyway. Everyone is so busy trying to reverse things that were already done rather than moving forward and doing new things.
By the way, did anyone else notice that the other candidates kept quoting Trump through the whole thing? Like, when they were talking about the Iran deal, I think Rand Paul said, "I don't think they negotiated from a position of strength." That's classic Trump.
Politicians are so skilled at brushing off questions and then using the time to just talk about more things that they've supposedly done.
Well, I mean, that statement is pretty much fair game. Yeah, they just deny it anyway.
You know what? This is absurd. You guys they're all trying to do their best, and politicians do not lie, okay? Those guys are Christians, and they know thou shalt not lie. You guys are picking on everyone. Fox News, the politicians, even Trump. You just can't admit that it was a good debate by a truly professional and competent news organization.
Oh, man. Hey, did you hear when they asked the God question?
Like, I have nothing better to do than inspire those morons.
The reality is, I speak to them way more often than you do. Oh.
Well, I guess that brings us to final thoughts. Lucifer, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think that this is all pointless because the Bushes have been running the war machine since World War I, and that isn't about to change now. Even when Obama got elected from pretty much outside the system, he was quickly infiltrated by Clinton, John Kerry. They have a good hold on the machine here. So basically, one way or another, it's going to be a Clinton or Bush again.
Well, thank you, Lucifer. Jesus Christ, my son. Closing thoughts.
Meh. Well, just that I really can't wait to go down there again. I mean, it's going to be payback for what they did to me the first time. Let the revelations begin, bitches.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank my guests. That's it for God Vlog.
Right.
Thank you to Jesus Christ,
Thanks
my
for,
son,
having me on the
and
show.
Lucifer. And, remember that if you can't make it into America, the gates of heaven are always open. And if, you need a second choice, well, just go to hell down the river Styx. That's always an easy entrance. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments what you thought about the debate, opinions on the candidates, if you disagree with anything we said. And also remember to like that video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you here next time on God Blog.
After the break, we're going to let the candidates make their closing statements, their final thoughts, and God. Stay tuned for that.
Okay, Sherman Sitters here, back with another podcast on how to do stuff on the computers. Today, we're going to talk about 10 things you should know about Windows 10, okay? I'm fucking pissed off because Windows 10 came out and all users bitching.
Hey everybody, it's God. Just know you don't all have the memory that I have, so I want to remind you to subscribe. Click below to subscribe, and comment on the videos, like them, dislike them, whatever you want to do. You got free will for now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and happy Sunday, no matter what day it is. Bye-bye.
Because they fucking nailed it, okay? So deal with it. They're gonna do yearly updates just like Apple does. We talk about Macs in the other episodes.